Coming up today on This Is True Really News in the second story, the Flathead Beacon police blotter.
Thank God, a bit of normalcy.
If you like the Flathead Beacon police blotter, please.
And a bit of normalcy.
Right. Like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News. And if you find a story or even a police blotter from someplace else that looks like fun, just send it to us at TITR@netradio.network.
Do that and we'll be buds for life. Might even show up for dinner.
Ooh, I wonder what we're having.
Do we really care? Have you looked at us?
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
I mean, really, if we were having s'mores for dinner, we'd be there. So did I tell you how Northwest Orient got its name?
Yes, you did.
Now, you have something to do with Japanese martial arts, correct?
Okinawan, but close enough.
It's neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Japanese garment company, Takaku or Takakau, K-O-U.
I'd say Ko.
Takakau has developed a wearable beanbag, according to Oddity Central.
Is this a euphemism?
Don't know. Concept was born out of the idea of a cushion that would allow you to totally let go anytime, anywhere, said the company's Shogu Takakawa. You can put this on and chill out in your living room or loads of other places.
Police department.
Yeah, just be careful that the big kids don't grab you and use you for cornhole. The beanbag is...
Explain what you just said. There are international listeners who don't know what cornhole is.
Oh, cornhole's a weird sport that basically somewhere somebody took two boards, kind of propped them up so they're leaning.
Yep.
Got holes in them, and then you throw beanbags and try to put them in the hole.
Yep.
Cornhole. It's actually a sport on ESPN. Go freak it. Of course, so is poker, so I don't get it.
Yeah, there you go. Worst you can get is like a paper cut.
Yeah. Yeah. You can, according to Takakawa, you can put this on and chill out in your living room, loads of other places. The beanbag is available in different sizes and colors. It does weigh about 11 pounds, though, which is probably a reason you'd want to chill more often.
Right.
If you'd like one, and I really can't imagine why, prices range anywhere from $60 to $119. Thank you. Well, that was back in February, so now it's probably,
way up there.
300 million.
Yeah. Yep. Flathead Beacon.
Why? I would have loved to have been at the meeting.
You know what we're going to make?
Hey, I got an idea. Normally they're talking skirts, blouses, shirts, slacks,
tank tops,
things like this.
Yeah.
Have I got an idea for us? Let's make this heavy thing people wear so they can just flop.
Well, I think the argument is, you know how when you're standing and waiting for the bus, you'd rather just be laying down?
That's it. Or if you play in the NBA, it would ease all those flops when you get almost hit.
Yeah, LeBron should have invested in this.
I wonder if he did.
He's one of the worst floppers I've ever seen.
Not so much that he does it all the time. It's just he doesn't do it well.
No, it's hideous. He needs to go see the pro soccer players.
You got to watch soccer players. They flop. I mean, those guys, there's effort put in here.
Yeah, well, it's Oscar worthy.
I don't know if I go that far, but certainly a TV Emmy.
Flathead Beacon police blotter.
Thank heavens.
Begins at 1:19 a.m. Someone reported receiving a disturbing email from DoorDash.
What do you have to do to tick off DoorDash?
I don't know.
Okay.
7:56 a.m. A married couple were very drunk and called 911, but weren't sure why. They kept chuckling on the phone and then agreed to go to bed. We'll send someone by in the morning and see.
They've got to be college kids.
Oh, well, there was a married couple. Well, I suppose they could be college kids.
Could be college kids, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm thinking their cookies were more potent than they thought.
One margarita too many.
11:49 a.m. Two teens were hiding on the top shelf at a store and throwing toilet paper down at people.
Weren't really hiding then, were they?
No, they were just sort of toilet bombing.
It was their
paper
vantage
bombing.
point. Yeah.
11:53 a.m.
Tactics.
A man lying on his back in front of a restaurant, when contacted, was just looking at the sky from here.
So long ago,
Yep.
I've come out in my backyard with my little golf club. I'm going to hit some chippy poos, right?
Okay. Are you using a plastic golf ball or a real like a wiffle golf ball?
I'm using for my chips. I use a real one.
Okay.
But I look and there's someone across the alley. There's someone laying on this little thin layer of grass by the neighbor's garage. No movement. I walk over. It's a girl. She's just laying there. I kind of toddle her shoulder a little bit because I don't want to find a dead person. Her eyes open up. What? Get away from me. Sorry, I don't want to hear it. I'm out of here. Off into the house she goes. It's like,
how did that happen?
I believe the proper phrase is, what the hell?
Well, 3:24 p.m. along that line, a family with a history of blowing up beaver dams
Sorry.
was accused of blowing up more beaver dams.
Are they short little fat guys with a beard and they have a toque on their head and they have this bad French accent that Mel Blanc would do?
Probably.
And they don't like bunnies?
No.
These not bugs?
Finally, 6:28 p.m.
My God.
That's just something you never expect to say. A man pulled a gun. No. History of blowing up beaver dams. That's just something you never expect to hear. Man pulled a gun at 6:28 p.m.
Can you imagine the poor ass public defender? Oh, man, I don't have time for this stupid. What are you talking about?
Man pulls a gun on another customer in a store, calling the firearm the judge. Just so you know, I believe Ruger makes the judge.
Nope.
I thought it was Ruger.
Nope.
Because it's a six-shooter.
Nope. It is, but it's not Ruger. It's newer company.
Shoot, I can't remember right now.
I don't either.
The judge is really cool because it'll shoot .454 Casal, which is a rifle round in a little handgun, or it'll shoot .410 birdshot. Now that's entertaining. Anyway,
Taurus.
Taurus? You're right. Taurus.
It looks a lot like a 357.
Yeah, but the holes for the shells are huge.
Yep.
In any case,
it's like 4 that you can fire.
The threatened individual,
that's that birdshot. It'll stop somebody.
took a look at the situation, grabbed the judge, and threw it at the other man who left.
Well, I mean, really, what else is left?
My guess is the judge wasn't loaded.
One would hope not, because when they tell you to drop your gun.
Yeah.
If you've been in a gunfight and they tell you to drop your gun, don't drop your gun.
Set it down.
If you remember in True Lies when Jamie Lee Curtis was firing her gun and then lost it because it had a kick she didn't expect.
Yep.
And it kept firing. That happens.
Yep. It can fire.
Yep.
So.
And you could be the recipient, depending on how it lands.
And my guess is it wasn't loaded. You can tell by when the cylinder's looking at you, you can see straight through it.
Yeah. If you see sunlight through there.
Yeah. It's not loaded. Anyway. He then
used
it
on this gun. You could see through there.
Yeah. It was just a very expensive club, and he used it as such. Yay!
See, that's why we have to get rid of guns.
Yep. Because people don't know how to use them.
They can be used as clubs. Probably get rid of clubs, too.
And then butter knives.
Butter knives, spoons, forks, rocks.
Sticks.
People. Cars.
Hands and feet. More people are killed with hands and feet than anything else.
Linguine. Poison.
Ooh, poison linguine. Is there a linguine poison?
I don't know. You just have to find one that matches the sauce. You'd be okay.
All right. Well, I'll have to go looking.
Jose Luis Quesada Diaz, who is serving a 15-year term in a maximum security Chanchacoro prison in Bolivia? Sure.
I wouldn't know.
He's serving a 15-year term in a maximum security prison in Bolivia.
There we go.
made a bold, I tell you, escape attempt in February, according to Fox News. Diaz, also known as El Arana, the spider.
Is that what it means?
I guess. That's what they told me here.
Okay.
He wrapped himself in a sheepskin. It says they wrapped himself in a sheepskin, got passed, but when you read it too fast, he wrapped himself in a sheepskin coat, and I go, that's stupid. That would be dumb. Anyway, wrapped himself in a sheepskin, got past the wall and crawled through the countryside surrounding the prison in the middle of the night. Because he's on all fours wrapped in a sheepskin. What do you think it looks like? Bad idea, though. Juan Carlos Limpias said Diaz took advantage of the inclement weather to try to escape through one of the walls of the external perimeter of the prison. He was apprehended after guards noticed he wasn't in his cell. That's usually a giveaway.
Yeah, that's didn't he even put pillows under the blankets or anything?
And then photographed on all fours when he was crawling through the grass. I don't speak Spanish, but they say they should probably nickname him La Jovea. I don't know what that means.
I'm guessing the sheep.
That's my guess. Bad idea, dude.
A pub-loving pooch was caught on camera trying to drag its owner into a bar. This was one of those poodle mixes that are huge.
Oh, or it could be just a standard poodle.
No, bigger.
Really?
Bigger than a standard poodle. This thing was
almost
huge. This is bigger. And our neighbors have one down the road, and his name is Bear, and he's just as cute as he could possibly be. He's also quite willful.
Well, I've noticed most dogs are.
This dog
and people
was almost as big as the woman who is walking.
Asparagus is not willful.
Fine. Anyway, the joke was he exposed
Rutabaga is, though.
The joke was the dog had exposed her other half's real destination when he took the dog for walks.
Oh, no.
Turns out Kate Torney was on a regular evening walk around Exeter City Center when her larger-than-life pup, Grenson, decided he wanted to pop into a sports pub, the Standoff.
Well, let me guess. They walked in and they yelled, Norm!
Which is a position on a rugby team. It's like the fly half or first 5/8 or outside half.
No one cares. They've got Norm in the bar now. So.
Anyway, the Standoff. Regardless of the title, it's the person who receives the ball from the scrum half following a successful scrum on their side. Are we clear now?
Crystal.
Footage shows the exasperated 41-year-old Kate dragging the willful, Airedale Terrier. Huge.
They're good.
Dog.
They're a good size.
Yeah. By the collar. Desperately trying to get him to budge while onlookers laugh before he plonks himself down in the doorway, flops on his side, and forces her to drag him by his leash. Realizing that the optics of dragging her huge dog by the neck isn't really going to fly anywhere, she's forced to pick up the recalcitrant beast and carry it off, and the whole time his bottom legs are trying to scamper back to the bar. The patrons are on the floor laughing. And that's it. That's all we know.
Airedales aren't quite that big.
Well, maybe she's a little lady. Because the dog was nearly as big as she was.
But either way, he's like 23 inches high. They can weigh between 50 and 70 pounds.
Yep.
So if he's just flopped down there like, well, this is where I normally sit when Dad takes me.
Right.
Dragging him out, you'd have to be healthy.
She carried him.
And freaking determined.
Those back legs. He's kind of dancing, trying, and she's...
Lady, ease up for a minute. I'll get up. Sheesh.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.